Hello, this is Yudamson, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on painting a rose, and I will have the traceable for you guys available on my Facebook page, absolutely free. So follow the link below and you will be able to get that. So after you trace your rose, the most important thing is, and I'll be using very few colors, is adding the shadow on the bottom part of each petal, and I'm going to be emphasizing on that shadow quite a few times. So this is our first layer, very transparent, and then I'm going to run a clean brush over that color, and I am going to spread the color a little bit higher on the petal, but we want the overall petal to be super light and the edge of the petal, the outside edge, almost to have like a feeling of white, just like the one I'm doing right here. So it's barely any color on that edge of the petal, and the inner petal is going to get quite a few layers. So there's also connections between each petal that we are going to kind of emphasize. We don't want to lose the overall shape of the flower. So I'm going again with another color here, and I think I'm mixing yellow with ochre, yellow ochre, and again I'm going over and softening the edge. Now it's going to be a lot more transparent colors on the bigger petals on the outside versus the inner petals, because the inner petals are a little bit more in a shadow. And I'm adding my third layer, which has a little bit of red in the orange and the yellowish orange. And again, if there's too much color, I will clean my brush and slightly remove the color, but every layer that I add, I will soften it and push it outwards, but I'm trying to keep the edge cleaner. So I'm gonna start adding more lines that are a little bit darker, and I have more red in my orange, and if you see, some of the lines are kind of overlapping, and that is pretty much is going to give us the overall shape of the flower. And you're gonna see some of those lines are connected to each other, even though they're different petals, but I'm emphasizing on the shape. And I will add a little bit of green all around, just to represent foliage, but there's really no actual leaves. I'm just adding different variations of green on the outside of the flower and giving a little bit more color of green closer to the rose, so we kind of lifting that rose a little bit higher. And these are the colors that I used. And we're gonna go back in with a little bit more orange, so yellow, the ochre and the red, and we are going. And this is when I am pushing that flower forward, when I am giving a little bit more of a weight to it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give us thumbs up, and we'll see you next week. Happy painting!